So guys, if you want to help support the channel with no extra cost, please use the affiliate link down below. It costs you nothing to support the channel, and it's just a great way of doing it while you're checking out cards that you are always ready going to be paying for. So without further ado, let's get into it.
So we're back at it again with some more adventures this time around. With BT 20 and 21 dropping, or is it 21 and 22 dropping this week, I figured it'd be a good time to kind of just try to build adventure. So adventure time. So taking a look here, we have a lot of good tools at our resource to be able to access, especially this promo Wargreymon that says when Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon as much DP or less as this Digimon, and this Digimon gains 1000 DP for each color Digimon and Tamer you have. So I definitely think this is a great backup to the Ace. So I think at the end of the day, we might do a Wargreymon focus list this time around, just because we are walking into a format that's a little bit different. And again, I want to make this super friendly for new players, especially if they're only going to pick up a couple starter decks. So we'll go 2 of this Wargreymon and definitely Mr. Protection Boy at 3. So taking a look in the account, because of him being able to, until the end of opponent's turns ends, for every 2 colors of Tamers you have, their Digimon effects do not affect one of your Digimon, and then when Digivolving, when attacking, delete one of your opponents with the lowest DP. Being able to be a good counter is really good in my opinion. So let's take a look here. We do have to take into account that we do have some new tools at our disposal in BT21 that'll be more Greymon focused than ever before. So as you know, they all kind of just have Alliance as their inheritable for the level 5, so you don't have to kind of just bob and weave trying to get pieces. So definitely thinking this one is a really good one because it was introduced as an uncommon on play when Digivolving to one of your opponent's Digimon DDGL for every 2 of your Tamer colors. So since we're going to have a wide variety of the dual Tamers, we could easily bring down a level 7 down to a rookie. So that's something to think about. Your turns when any of your other Digimon are played or Digivolved. If any of them have Adventure Trait, one of your Digimon gains Alliance until the end of your turn, and your Digimon may attack. So I'm feeling like we're going to definitely be playing this at 3. 1, 2, 3, just because I think it's just that good of a card. Now, we could look at this new card here, which was introduced as Wargreymon. So again, it's been a long time since we've had Wargreymon appear in any of our lists, and it's kind of cool to see. I think we're going to play him at a couple copies, because on play, when Digivolving, one of your Digimon gains Raid and Retaliation until the end of opponent's turn, and then you may play one Adventure Trade cost with 4 or less from your trash without paying its cost. So basically getting your bodies back out when they're deleted can help, especially in some matchups. So we're going to definitely play this at 2. And then we need to look at some of the other adventure stuff. So first off, we do have a level 5 Wargreymon. So on play, when Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lowers. If you have 2 or more total colors, add 1 to the max. If you have Tamers with, so you can pop a level 5 very comfortably. And then, you know, gives one of your Digimon Alliance. So we'll give it 1 here. So other ones we need to take a look at. I think we're kind of getting tight here. I don't want to splash too many of our level 5s here, but I think these are really good across the board that we want to have. And now let's take a look at some maybe Mega Kabuterimon. So if your opponent, one of your Digimon unsuspends, then for every 2 colors with adventure traits, with the Tamers with adventure traded, you have suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, and then gives Alliance. Might be the tactic. Let's just take a look here. This one for I mean, this is good removal. Magna Angemon might be a decent one, but we might have to go a little bit differently here. Garurumon, for the turn, one of your Digimon gains security attack 1 for every 2 colors Tamers you have. That extra security and boost might help. But then we have also one of your other Digimon may Digivolve into an adventure trait. I don't know if we'll comfortably get there as often as we want to, but we might have to just go with none other than Mega Kabuterimon, just because suspending one of your opponent's Digimon actually can come up. So we'll go 2 of here. Now, let's take a look at the champion levels. So I definitely think we're going to be playing this Greymon here, because why not? On play when Digivolving, if you have a tie or a Tamer with Adventure Trait, give one of your opponent's Digimon starter main. This Digimon attacks until the end of turn. This has become a more commonplace skill that you want to actually have, so we'll go 3. Then you have Garurumon. This thing comes out of security. On play when Digivolving, return up to 1 Digimon with Adventure Traits from your trash to your hand. When attacking, draw a card. I think we'll play this at 1. Then we do have none other than Kabuterimon. So if you have 1 or fewer Tamers, you may play a Tamer with Venture Trait. So I think we're going to be playing this because being able to play Tamers is sometimes going to be useful. And then let's take a look at Toge. So if your Tamers with Adventure Trait have 3 or more total colors, this Digimon may Digivolve. Okay, so we get some warping with that one. Maybe we'll look at the little guys as well. What does this one do? Play concentrate without paying its cost. We could just do Bergermon. Which one do we care? All turns, this gives 1,000 DP. This one's your turn, gets plus 2,000 DP. I think we might want to go. This one's not going to do anything. This one's just going to let us draw a card for an inheritable. Because again, I think majority of them. Nope, this one won't. This one's just a it gets challenging a little bit because everything is pretty solid. Even Booty. So we get piercing here. We definitely want the piercing inheritables. That is the big one. So it's definitely up between Toge and Berdra. I think we might lean into Toge just because magic numbers do matter. And being able to pop something, especially if you blast ace into this, you want to be able to do something, right? And so being able to mitigate some attack damages and stuff like that just seems vitally important sometime. So now let's get into the rookie lineup. So we do have Biomon being able to be a searcher. I know this from previous videos, so I think we'll go full, maybe full playset. Yeah, full playset of that. Let's see what else we can kind of snag. There's no rookies here. I don't think Gomamon's going to be vitally important here, so we'll skip Gomamon. There's no Pata, nor is there anything else screaming at me. We'll probably have to go Agu here, just because this will let us warp into this. So yeah, we'll go full playset of that, and let's check out Pal. Okay, Pal's gonna draw us a card by trashing 1 adventure trait to draw 2, and it gives another 1,000 DP. You know, your turn, this gives the plus 2,000, but that's pretty decent. Now we do have the Koromon all turns. Okay, so this is where our full magic numbers come in too. Okay, I like it. I like where we're going with it. So now we just need to figure out Tamer ratios, right? Because one we need to figure out is, you got the new tie in here. We're definitely playing this at least 2 of to start out with, because it is your mem setter. And then when one of your Digimon attacks by spending this Tamer, draw a card. And then main, you may play 1 adventure or hero trait play cost 2 or less from your hand without paying its cost. For each color Tamer you have, add 1 to the maximum play cost, then return this Tamer to the bottom of the deck. So we'll keep it at 2, just because free playing a body is never not bad. So let's see, we'll do Izzy. So when an Digimon would be played by suspending this Tamer, reduce the play cost. So that combos in with the tie. And then all your Digimon with an adventure trait gains blocker. Okay. Actually, it doesn't combo in the tie because, yeah. Yeah, because you're going to skip this. So, but we'll definitely grab 1 of it for right now. Let's see. the Matt, Ishida, and TK looking like the brothers. When any of your Digimon cards with adventure traits would be played from hand, by suspending this Tamer, reduce the play cost by 1. Okay, so we're going to be doing the Izzy shenanigans, and then all your level 5s gain Rush. So I think this one we want to play this at 2, because we can't be stacking all these effects consistently, but we want to be able to stack color differentials. So you have a Digimon with adventure trait, gain a memory. One of your Digimon would be played by hand by spending. Okay, so I think we're gonna go like a 2-2 flush here across the board for all the Tamers. So if you have any Digimon with adventure trait, gain a memory. When any of your Digimon would really crazy. Okay, so we're just doing the same dog and pony show. Got it. So I think we're kind of good on Tamers. We have 5 slots left. So let's take a look here. We're definitely going to be probably playing this because Believe in Our Friendship is our memory boost. So we're going to need that just to be able to get our pieces. And another option is, which one do we want to go with? So all level 3 or higher, Island of Adventure, or we're going with Genai's House. Okay, so this one gives plus 3,000 DP. This gives 2,000. So why would you not want to just do this one? Yeah, I would go base your turn. Oh, this is your turn versus all turns. Think we'll go for all turns just because, yes, our turn is really nice, but at the end of the day, I think Islands of Adventure, you want to have this over the Genai's house. I think just the added 2,000 DP just matters. So let's take a look at the image. Download image. Boom. And then boom. So I think this is a pretty good starting base just to get you guys ready for what you want to do. Because again, a lot of these main set stuff, the starter deck, you buy 2 of them. At this point, I think, this is the only one that you're going to need multiple copies of. This one's another multiple copies, multiple copies, multiple copies. Yeah, I think you buy 2 in 1. And I think you're pretty decent, and then buy the rest singles you need, and your deck is ready to go. And I think that's vitally important, especially with deck building and just trying to get a good understanding where adventures want to be. But this is a Wargreymon focused adventures, and I think, to be honest with you, this is a pretty good starting point. What do you guys think? Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. Okay, yay, we got that. We got volume. We got the volume. The mic is working. Okay. So, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. One last thing, though. Let's go over to Etsy real quick. Down below in the affiliates links, you will find something special. So, if we type in Digimon, Digital Monsters, Digimon Garlic Champions. I botched that, and I know that because I am just thinking off of what I used to say as a child. Digimon tokens. So we do have none other than the petrification tokens up and online because I know a lot of players want to see that. Let me doop 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 doop. Let me see if I can shut off the ridicule. There we go. But yeah, I do have none other than the petrification tokens up online. People have been really wanting to get their hands on this. There are plenty of stock for you guys to get. So make sure you get as many copies as you can, especially because Medusamon is coming out. And I did upload something new for all you guys to enjoy. This is a big one because I know a lot of players really like when they can get their tokens for a good value. I also introduced one more line of tokens for you guys to enjoy, and that was I introduced the 2 token set of Amon and Uman. Both tokens will be front to back, so basically you just buy these 2 and boom, you'll be able to have basically an interchangeable Uman and a Amon whenever you wanted. Both are great value assets if you do play Godramon, and who knows, we might get a new version sometime soon, so that might help out the deck. But without further ado though, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next one. Peace.